Hey guys, welcome back. In the last episode, we began to kind of hook up our booster to this cartridge, and we just need to finish that up. So I think in this episode, we won't actually get into any wiring. Like I said, I'm sorry, but there's still a fair amount of track that we need to do. So let's go ahead and figure out the track logic. So if you haven't figured it out already, let me get a better viewpoint. If you haven't figured it out already, these wooden plates correspond to the turns where we need to go to the cartridge. Where this is because this is how carts get picked up from the cartridge. They get boosted. They get boosted by being right next to the cart. What you need to do with these cartridges, since you don't have a half step there, what you need to do is you need to cover them up. You need to cover them up with cobble or glass. I prefer glass. Up until the last cart, the cart that's right above the track, right next to the track. Just cover it up all the way up until there. I prefer to use glass, so I'm going to uncover it right now. But with the half steps, you leave 2 spaces. Without the half steps and the pressure plate, you need to leave 1 space. Because you're going to end up getting 2 carts instead of 1, and that's not good. You're going to clog up your system. So let's go ahead and figure this out. So this corresponds to each turn to go to each separate cartridge. If a cartridge is empty, redstone is going to tell this turn to change. So let's go ahead and default the track to always go to the first cartridge. And then it's going to turn that way. And since I placed this, oopsie. Okay. Since I placed this line of track on the other side of the cartridge, not the left side, because remember, I wanted to avoid the smart booster. I placed it on the right side of the cartridge. Since I did that, I can just have both of these lines converge onto one line. You don't have to do this. You can have all of your lines converge at the end. And I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to do the same for all of these carts. I have one more stack of rails. Okay, so those two are on the same line. And then now what we're going to do is we're just going to take both of these lines and turn them into one. If you have more lines, then just turn them all into one line. And this is all going to go back to the booster. Remember this part right here, because it needs to get all the way back up. And if we're lucky, the booster will always have sufficient boost to get back up and reset itself. If we're not so lucky, then we have to add another booster. But, you know, it's not too big of a deal. So let's go ahead and add our track here. Let's go ahead and add our track here. By the way, if you ever clip into one of your own lines that's, like that, you can always just add a couple extra track pieces to the end. It's a useful tip. You just add a couple track pieces to the end and then break the connected section and replace it, and it should almost always work. There's some exceptions, but for the most part, it should work perfectly for what you need to do. So is this? No, I still need more track. Definitely need to go get more iron. This is a pretty huge station, so definitely underestimated the amount of track that we would need. But we got spacing pretty good. I'm liking the amount of spacing that I have to work with this in this station. You know, I would have liked to have had more docks, but for our server, it's really not necessary. So, okay, the last thing that we need to build is the booster right here. This booster. Okay, so I'm thinking, can I just... Oh, I don't have any redstone. Okay, so instead of figuring that out, I'll just build this right quick. Okay. How does one do this? Okay. Okay, 6 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go get a torch right quick and try to explain something. Okay. So, well, really, okay. Let me explain. Okay, so each station, each dock, I mean, each dock is gonna have its own, you know, lever, maybe 2 levers to select where I want it to go, and we need to sort of figure that out. I'm trying to figure that out in my head right now, and I'm just kind of going crazy because I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that. Okay. Okay. Okay, there's a way to do this. I know there is. Maybe I have to place the torch here. Yeah, I think that's what we have to do. Damn it! It's annoying. Okay, you know what? Fuck you. Stupid track. Can I do one of those? Is that against the rules? I think that's against the rules. Yeah, it's against the rules. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Really? I can't do that. Can I do like one of these complicated majiggers? Nope. It's like, nope, fuck you. Okay, well, I'll figure that out in the break between this episode and next episode, and we will come back to this. Let's try to get this booster working. Yeah, I always hated this stupid torch trick because it's kind of annoying. It doesn't always work as well as you'd like it to. Yeah, let's see. Okay, well, I need to figure this all out, so I'll do that between this episode and next episode. Most important thing we got done, which was looping our track to come all the way back up to the top here, and then we can now figure out whether or not we need another booster for this. And I kind of need iron too. So I wish we could have gotten this booster done. We could have tested, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll just we'll pick up in the next episode. I'll go grab some iron, and we'll be back and finish up that booster. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.